Okay, straight into it, guys. This is Japanese Drift Master. It's going to be an open world racing game that, of course, not only allows you to drift, but also you can cruise around this whole map that is based on Japan. And as you guys can see, we have the main trailer for it in the background. There's traffic. There's obviously non-licensed cars. We can tell exactly what car they are based on the exact model that they are. But other than that, guys, this is a new game. It doesn't have a release date yet, but in this video, I'm going to talk to you all about it. So let's get straight into it. Now in the background, you guys can see some raw footage of the game. You can see what looks to be a Sylvia drifting around this so-called open world game. Now there's a ton of information that I have to go through, as it does have a Steam page. However, like I said before, there is no official release date yet, but I'm going to go over the price, some of the features, and there's some stuff in this video you don't want to miss. So up on the screen, you guys can see it says an open world with miles of content. Get into the atmosphere of small towns in Japan with traffic, dynamic day and night cycles, and a weather system. Kilometers of different roads inspired by real and well-known locations await you. Explore the touristy areas of Lake Haikama and test your skills on the downhill slopes of mountain passes, or fly sideways through a heavily urbanized part of the city. Pretty interesting so far. And up on the screen, I'll show you guys what Lake Haikama actually is, just so you can probably get a rough idea of what it looks like on Google Earth and how they might make it in game. Now, it's not going to be one-to-one scale. It's obviously going to be recreated, but obviously going to make it look similar, kind of what Forza Horizon has been doing. But moving on though, we also have the next part, customizing your car. The world of JDM would not be complete without a paint shop. We can personalize your car in a truly Japanese style. Visit the tuner shop to uncover the hidden potential of your cars through a car dealer. So paint shops, tuners, and car dealers. This is starting to sound like Test Drive Limited, but I don't think you can walk around in these interior areas. It might just be menu style. We don't really know much, but moving on though. There's also say drifting has never been so satisfying. No matter what your favorite steering device is, gamepad, steering wheel, or keyboard. And by the way, yes, there is going to be steering wheel support for this game. It is PC only though. It does say the realistic driving physics will provide nothing but pure pleasure, which is really interesting, to be honest, guys. And obviously you can see on the background there's a little drift angle indicator on the bottom as well, and it sounds really good as well in my opinion. But moving on, we have another thing. It says get to know the story, and it does say play through a story about a foreigner who wants to make a name for himself on the Japanese drifting scene. Slide right into the world of speed and precision. We will earn respect by competing for the title of the best Hashiria behind the wheel. Pretty interesting in all honesty. Up on the screen you can see the minimum system requirements and the recommended as well. If you're wondering what's going to cost, up on the screen is what the developer answered on Steam. It does say there is no price yet, but we will release the game in early access, so the price won't be a AAA title prices, which is pretty good in my opinion. I mean, for this game it does make sense that it's not going to be AAA pricing anyways. And in all honesty, I'm kind of more hyped for this game already, and I'll show you at the end of the video why. But you can see that you might want to be interested in this game over Car X Street on PC in my opinion. I mean, they're probably going to be around the same price anyways, but I think I'm probably going to put more eggs in the basket on the Japanese Drift Master side, which is pretty cool. Now, one of the cool things about this video though is that near the end of the video you guys can see what we're going to get to is a house. And obviously we know houses is a thing that is part of Test Drive Unlimited. However, in this game you can actually, at the end, they pull up onto the driveway, the garage door opens, and they drive inside, and the blinkers, the indicators turn on. Now, I asked the community manager what this is, if it's actually going to be houses in the game. They said they can't tell us yet, but like I said, it's going to be pretty interesting. I don't think it's going to be like TD where you can walk around inside. It might just be style-based menu, or it could be where you save your game or something like that. We don't know if there's going to be multiple garages, but there is going to be paint shops, car dealers, and tuner shops. So this sounds really good, and we don't know how big the map is either, however. So not sure what that's going to be like, but we're going to have to wait for more. They are supposed to have a Q&A maybe within the next 2 weeks. So I'm going to cover that on my channel if there's anything substantial in it as well. And up on the screen right now, you guys can see some clips from their Twitch. Now, they did actually stream on Twitch earlier this week, and apparently it was 20 minutes of alpha gameplay. Now, I was only able to get this video on YouTube, and it's only about a minute and so of gameplay, but you can see the drifting looks pretty good. The sounds are good. Sense of speed, you can kind of see it's there, but what I'm most particularly happy about is the fact that there's going to be wheel support in this game. I mean, it's not too often when you hear about games like this having full wheel support, but it looks like they're gonna have realistic physics, not arcade. So in my opinion, for those who kind of don't like Car X Drift because it's more of an arcade drifter than a realistic driving drifter, it's gonna be interesting to see how this all ties in. And for all we know, this is actually going to release sooner than Car X Drift on PC, which is what everyone is kind of really waiting for. But I think the hype is kind of slowed down for that game anyways. Now, what's pretty cool is, as you guys can see, we're actually entering a tunnel, and coming up on this gameplay scene right here is you're gonna see a nice little town village center, which is what I assume is going to be the main area of this game. You can see there's a ton of buildings here, and the drift roads, there's actually some really tight ones there. As you move around, and then we're gonna go straight, you can see the nice little seaside view or lake view on the side. You can get some high-speed drifts, and you can see that it doesn't automatically drift once you turn. It seems like you could also do some 2G in this game as well, which in my opinion is really good for it as well. And before I actually end off this video, I want to show you guys 8 screenshots of this game. In fact, I think more than 8 actually, but it looks incredible. No, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, it actually looks pretty decent. You can see some of the road markings are there, the speed signs are there, the vegetation's there as well. It looks tight. Yes, tight roads, man. This is what people want in an open world racing game. And for those fans who want a Forza Horizon in Japan, I don't think this is gonna really fulfill what you're expecting, but it looks like a pretty decent game as long as they have features other than just drifting, which it sounds like they do. I think a lot of people are gonna be playing this. Now, the next picture you can see, obviously the Nissan with a ton of customization in it. It says no drift, and of course the drifting. You can see a very tall mountain in the background, so I think there's gonna be elevation changes. I mean, you can literally see a cliff. There's literally a cliff hanging off right now. Pretty cool. And then you have the Supra A90, which again, customized to hell with what looks to be the HKS body kit. You can see that this would be one of the urbanized town. You can see some parked cars and stuff like that. Next, again, the Nissan from what I think is actually where the house is, where you actually turn in and your garage is located. There's a stop sign there, the lake across the water, and just some more lake views here of an aerial view of the city. And of course, the same view, except I believe it's just from a different location. Looking at some more screenshots, we have one of the old BMWs, I should say, the E36. I'm pretty sure that's the series, but it's customized as well, of course. And you have the Supra behind it as well. And again, back to the Nissan, but with a totally different wing, carbon on it as well, of course. Pretty nice, man. And of course, the Supra, same kit, except a different wing. And here are all 3 cars. Now, obviously, I'm pretty sure there might be more cars. But you can see a gas station in the background as well with a waterfall. Now, gas stations, we don't know if they're confirmed or not. Again, the very little known is kind of known about this game, so it's gonna be interesting to see what else they do. And just another picture of the Nissan shows up here. But honestly, guys, I think I'm pretty excited for this game. Like, I'm gonna follow it. I already wishlisted it on Steam. I'm not gonna lie to you, it sounds really interesting, and it's probably gonna be better than Car X3 in my opinion, because I don't even know when that's coming to PC. In fact, I don't even think it's available on all mobile phones at the moment. But nonetheless, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, guys. If you did enjoy, I'll also link down the developer's YouTube channel, so you can go ahead and see these videos in HD, because obviously if I download it from YouTube and re-upload it, some compression, it's not gonna look the same. So I recommend you go ahead and check it on their channel anyways, especially since I'm pretty sure it's available in 4K. I could be wrong, but yeah, you guys already know what it is. I'm NextLevelRacing, and I'll see you guys on the video. I'm out, guys. Peace.